Well, let's head over to the main screen so I can show you the types of assignments and assessments you may encounter this semester. Your instructor may choose to embed a resource into your course. And if they do, you will see a green icon over here. This means that some link is embedded into your course. It could be a link to a YouTube video, or it could be a PDF or some other type of file. If they make them available, please check out these resources. A type of assignment you may see this semester is called a lesson. And the best way to demonstrate or describe a lesson is to show you how it works. So in this particular example, I'm going to click on the lesson that's available to us. It may take a few seconds for the lesson to load the first time, so please be patient. When you open up a lesson, your instructor will have set a series of tasks or concepts that they want you to learn. And you can toggle back and forth between these tasks by using the arrow buttons on the right side and or the left side of your screen. In this particular example, the first lesson is creating a new blank file. So let's go through this so you can see how a lesson really works. The first thing that you should do is read any of the information that's present. And then click on the Show Me, the Guide Me, and the Let Me Try activities. Let me show you how these work. A Show Me is a short video, usually somewhere between 15 seconds and a minute, that demonstrates a particular task.
To create a new blank file, first click the File tab to open Backstage View. Click New. The first option on the New page is a blank file. Click the blank document thumbnail to create the new blank file.
And this short video is over. You can see that you have credit for this particular Show Me activity because there'll be a little check mark right next to the Show Me. Your next task is to complete the Guide Me activity. This goes over the same material that was in the video. However, you're going to have to do it on your own. In this particular example, you will see an instruction towards the top portion of your screen. It says click the File tab. I click it. If I do it correctly, it gives me a green button. I click on it and it moves me on to the next task. If I click somewhere that's incorrect, for example, it says click on New and I click on Save, it will tell me that I'm incorrect and then give me a hint on what to do next. I click on New, that's correct, I move on. You can complete these as many times as you need to get through this activity. Click on the blank document thumbnail, correct, and I've now completed this activity. It will close and you can see that I now have completed the Show Me and the Guide Me. The last thing that you'll need to do is what's called a Let Me Try. This is just like the Guide Me activity with a little less direction. As you can see, there's an instruction towards the upper portion of the screen in the left-hand area here. It says create a blank document. And based on what I learned in the Show Me and the Guide Me, I can go ahead and complete it. If your instructor allows, a button that says Need a Hint will appear. So look for that, and it may be available to you. If you do something incorrect, it won't let you move on until you do it right. You can keep trying this as many times as you need to complete the task. When you've completed it correctly, it will take you back to the main page here, and you can see that I successfully completed the Show Me, the Guide Me, the Let Me Try. You then toggle to the right towards the next task or concept, and your mission is to complete all of the sets of Show Me, Guide Me, Let Me Tries. If you need to exit out of the lesson before you're done, that is not a problem. You can simply click the X towards the upper right-hand portion of your screen. You can log out and then re-log back in, and it will save any information, any tasks that you've completed, so you won't lose anything. And that completes this section describing what a lesson is. Let's head back out to the main page so we can talk about projects. A project is where you will work in the actual application. It could be in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or Access. Let me show you what I mean. I would click on our example project right here, and it will take me to the project main page. In order to begin, what you'll need to do is click on the button that says Download Files. And this will open up any files that you may need. We'll just go through this particular example. By the way, if you happen to see a yellow bar that says Enable Editing, you'll need to click on this so you can complete your assignment. I'm going to minimize this particular file so I can get through and show you how the rest of this works. It also takes me to a screen where I can download the instruction file. You can either save it or you can open it. And here's a suggestion. The set of instructions, while you can use them on your screen, it's much easier if you have access to a printer. Print these instructions out so you can use them. Many students have said it makes it much easier to complete projects this way, but it's not mandatory. In this particular project, you also have to open up what's called a resource bundle. Not all projects have this, but if they do, open it up. And in this particular example, there are a few files that you'll need. After you've opened up all the files, go through the instructions and follow it step by step. The first step will always be to open up your presentation. And then you go from there, reading the instructions and completing the tasks. In this particular example, we are going to complete the tasks in PowerPoint, but please note that it may be an assignment, a project on Word, Excel, or Access, depending on what your instructor wants you to do. In this particular example, I am going to save my file. And let's say that I've completed all the tasks and I want to find out what my grade is. What you can do is click on the Upload and Save button. This is where you can upload your particular project into the system. It may take a few seconds for it to upload. Once the file is uploaded, you'll have two choices. You can click No, I'm not ready, and it will not submit your assignment, or you can click Yes, submit the file, and it'll submit it. In this example, I'm going to click Yes, submit the file to show you how the final grading works. In this example, because I did not complete any of the tasks, I have a 0%, 0 for 9. Please note that the file that you see over here is not the work that you submitted. This is the completed file. This is how it could and should look like if you completed everything. There are a few different ways you can see what you did correct and what you did incorrectly. You can click on the red buttons over here, and you can see that it highlights the particular task that I did or did not do. In this particular example, since I didn't do anything, it will be in red. If you successfully completed tasks, they will be in green. You can click the little chevron button and get a more detailed description of what you need to do or what you did incorrectly. If your instructor allows you to do more than one attempt, you can go back, work on it, resubmit it for grading. If you only have one attempt, you can simply go through and see what you did right and what you did wrong. And that explains what projects are. Take your time with projects and do your best on them. They're very important. Let's head back to the main page so I can show you an example of an assessment. There are many different types of assessments that your instructor may assign to you. Let me show you one example. I'm going to click on our example quiz. And you can see it tells you right here. There are 8 questions, 5 attempts allowed, and a time limit. Your instructor will set these parameters, so make sure you take note of how many attempts you have and the time limit and the questions. When you're ready to start the exam, click Take Exam. It may take a few seconds for it to load. When it's loaded, click Start Exam to begin the exam. In the upper left-hand portion of the screen, you'll have instructions, and you simply go through and attempt to complete the tasks. Please look on the right-hand corner, and this will provide information about your assessment. If your instructor allows it, you'll see a timer on the right-hand side. You can also see how many total questions and the number of attempts for each question. Go through, do your best, and when you're ready to submit your assessment, in this case it's a quiz, for grading, you'll click on the white X towards the upper right-hand portion of the screen. It will ask you if you really want to end it. You'll click yes, and it'll take you to the overview page. And you can see all of the tasks that were marked correct, or in our example, they were all marked incorrect with a red X. You can get a little more and learn more about the particular task if your instructor allows it, and you can also see the history of the particular question. Good luck with SIMnet this semester. Thank you.